Hail and welcome to Shoemaker's Hall, a video series of the Austria community. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about runes. I've posted some pictures of a rune set I just finished making, and a few of you had questions, so we're going to go over how I went about making those today. The first thing I did is, well, my wife spends a lot of time at Joann's fabric store. She's always creating something on the sewing machine. While I was there, I noticed a bag of wood discs. They come in a little bag like this, 20 to a bag. The great thing is there's different sizes in each one. I believe they were $5. I got them on sale 25% off, which happens occasionally there. You could probably also easily find them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or any other type of craft store. First thing I did is when I got the discs, I went through them and sorted them by size. Since it's from a tree, there's all different kinds of sizes, and I took the 24 smaller ones to create my rune set. The rest of them are a little bit bigger, and I've used those for runic talismans, and I'll show you an example of that in a few minutes. Here's an example of one of the runes that I made, and you can see the size of it right here. Not too big, not too small. The first thing I did is I kind of sanded down the sides of the disc and got off all the excess bark. I also sanded down the front of it just a little bit to make it easier to get the rune on there. The next thing I did was actually go through and carve the runes. What I used, since the wood is very soft, I just used the sharp point of a metal file. That was sufficient to do with it what I needed to do. Some people actually use knives to carve. You can really use anything that you want to carve them with. Once they were all done and carved, then I decided to blood them. Now, blooding them is just coloring them, usually the right color of red for blood. Some people, including myself, put a few drops of blood in the paint to bind the rune to them personally. I did that with all of my runes. It's easy for me. I'm diabetic, so I just use a finger stick, put a few drops in, and mix it all together. Then one by one, I painted each rune. Some people like to do galder of each rune while they're painting their runes, and it makes it quite nice. Once they're all done, leave them out to dry. The whole process, about an hour and a half tops. Yeah, I really wanted to be precise and try not to have my hand shaking while I did the sharp lines of the runes. The runic talismans, here's a protection rune I just made. Again, the disc is a little bigger, a little bit more to it than that, but I still have a good 8-10 discs that I can still use. Again, very cheap, very simple, very easy. Make the runes yours. They're going to be with you for some time. Some people don't let anybody else touch the runes but themselves. I tend to lean that way myself. My runes are for me, no one else. I pull a rune daily and meditate on it, and it just helps me to be more in touch with the runes and learn more as I go on. Well, that's it for this edition of Shoemaker's Hall. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you around the web.